When you think of the world's most advanced air defense systems, what comes to mind? America's Patriot system. Israel's Iron Dome? These are definitely powerhouses, but today we're journeying east, deep into the heart of Russia's military-industrial complex, to uncover a system that experts say could redefine the very nature of aerial warfare. I'm talking about the S-500 Prometheus. Is it really the game changer it's hyped up to be? Let's find out, eh? For decades, the series of Russian surface-to-air missiles has been a major headache for Western military planners. From the S-75 that famously downed a U-2 spy plane over the Soviet Union, to the S-300 and the highly potent S-400, each generation has pushed the boundaries of what's possible in air defense. The S-400 in particular is a global bestseller, a system so capable that even NATO allies like Turkey have risked political fallout to acquire it. But the S-500, officially known as the 55R6M Triumphator M, is a different beast altogether. It's not just an upgrade, it's a leap into a new category. So what sets the Prometheus apart? First, let's talk about range. The S-400 is already impressive with a reach of around 400 kilometers. The S-500 extends that to a staggering 600 kilometers. To put that in perspective, a single S-500 battery could theoretically cover an area larger than the entire country of Germany. This isn't just about shooting down planes further away. It's about creating a massive no-fly zone that forces an adversary to completely rethink their entire strategy. Stealth aircraft, which rely on getting close without being seen, suddenly face a much greater risk of detection and engagement from hundreds of kilometers away. But the real wow factor isn't just the range, it's the altitude. The S-500 can allegedly reach targets up to 200 kilometers high, pushing into the lower regions of space. This is where it moves beyond traditional air defense and into the realm of anti-ballistic missile and even anti-satellite capabilities. While the S-400 has some ability to intercept short and medium-range ballistic missiles, the S-500 is specifically designed to take on more advanced threats. We're talking about intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs, in their mid-course and terminal phases. This is a capability previously dominated by dedicated systems like the American ground-based mid-course defense. The S-500 aims to integrate this into a mobile, more flexible package. Let's break down how it does this. The S-500 system isn't a single vehicle. It's a network of components working in concert. You have powerful, new radars, like the Yenisei Acquisition Radar and the Green Pine Engagement Radar, which are designed to detect and track very fast, very small targets at extreme distances. Then you have the command and control vehicles that process this data and assign targets. And finally, you have the launchers themselves, carrying a family of different interceptor missiles. This is a key point. The S-500 uses a tiered approach. It doesn't rely on one super missile for everything. It employs specialized interceptors for different threats. For instance, the 77N6 series of missiles are believed to be the high-altitude hit-to-kill interceptors designed for ballistic missiles and satellites. Hit-to-kill means they don't use a traditional explosive warhead. Instead, they destroy their target through the sheer kinetic force of a direct impact, which is much more effective against the hardened warheads of ballistic missiles. For more conventional targets like aircraft, drones, and cruise missiles, it can likely employ missiles from the S-400 system, like the 40N6E, making it incredibly versatile. This layered defense is what makes the S-500 a strategic game-changer. Imagine a complex attack scenario. An adversary launches a wave of cruise missiles, followed by stealth bombers, and then a ballistic missile. A single S-500 system, in theory, could manage this entire threat picture. Its powerful radars would detect the various incoming targets. Its command center would classify and prioritize them. And it would launch the appropriate interceptor for each one, AF-40N6 for the bombers. Perhaps smaller interceptors for the cruise missiles, and a 77N6 for the ballistic missile. This level of integrated multi-mission capability in a single mobile system is unprecedented. Another crucial feature is its mobility. All the components of the S-500 system are mounted on heavy-duty, all-terrain trucks. This means it's not a static defense. A battery can be deployed, perform its mission, and then quickly relocate before an enemy can pinpoint its location and retaliate. This shoot-hand-scoot capability makes it incredibly survivable on a modern battlefield, where anything that stays still for too long becomes a target. So, who is this system for? Primarily, for Russia itself. The S-500 is designed to be the top tier of Russia's integrated air and space defense network. Its primary job is to protect critical strategic assets, command centers, missile silos, and major cities from a massive aerospace attack. It forms a protective bubble that can counter everything from a stealth bomber to an ICBM. This is a powerful deterrent. Knowing that your most advanced long-range weapons might be intercepted before they even reach their target complicates any opponent's war plans immensely. Now let's address the big question. How does it stack up against Western technology, particularly stealth? The United States has invested trillions of dollars in stealth aircraft like the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II. These planes are designed to be nearly invisible to traditional radar. However, the S-500 likely uses a network of different radar types, including low-frequency radars that are better at detecting the physical shape of a stealth aircraft, even if they can't get a precise weapons-grade lock. The idea is that these low-frequency radars could cue the more precise, higher-frequency engagement radars, narrowing their search to a specific patch of sky. It turns the cat-and-mouse game of stealth versus detection into a much more complex equation. The S-500 doesn't have to see an F-35 from 600 kilometers away. It just needs to detect it early enough to bring its full suite of sensors and interceptors to bear as it gets closer. Furthermore, the S-500 isn't just a threat to aircraft, it's a threat to the networks that support them. High-value assets like WISCOM control planes, aerial refueling tankers, and surveillance drones often operate at high altitudes far behind the front lines, thinking they are safe. With its extreme range and altitude, the S-500 can threaten these vital support aircraft. Taking out an AWACS plane could blind an entire air campaign, even without shooting down a single fighter jet. This forces an adversary to pull these critical assets even further back, reducing their effectiveness and complicating mission logistics. But we have to be realistic. A lot of the S-500's specific capabilities are still classified or based on official. Russian state media reports, which should always be viewed with a degree of skepticism. Is the hit-to-kill technology as reliable as claimed? Can the radars truly defeat advanced stealth and electronic warfare measures? These are questions that can only be answered in a real-world combat scenario, which we hope never happens. There are also production challenges. The S-500 is an incredibly complex and expensive system. Russia has announced its deployment, but producing it in large numbers to cover the country's vast territory is a monumental task, especially under current economic sanctions and supply chain constraints. For now, it's likely to be deployed in very limited numbers to protect the most critical locations like Moscow. What about exports? So far, Russia has stated that the S-500 is for domestic use only, at least for the foreseeable future. The S-400 will likely remain its primary air defense export for years to come. However, we've seen this pattern before. The most advanced systems are kept for Russia's own military first, and then, as a new generation is developed, the previous one becomes available for export. Turkey and India have already expressed interest, and it's easy to see why. For any country looking to create a powerful anti-access area denial or a 2AD bubble, the S-500 is the ultimate prize. In conclusion, the S-500 Prometheus represents a significant evolution in air and space defense. Its combination of extreme range, high-altitude capability, advanced multi-target tracking, and mobility makes it a truly formidable system. It's not just an anti-aircraft missile. It's a strategic weapon designed to counter the most advanced aerospace threats, including ballistic missiles and potentially even satellites. While questions about its real-world performance and production numbers remain, its conceptual design alone is a game-changer. It forces military planners to rethink how air power is projected and defended against, pushing the technological arms race into the upper atmosphere and beyond. The age of aerospace warfare is constantly evolving, and with the Prometheus, Russia has made its next move. What do you think? Is the S-500 overhyped, or is it truly the king of the skies? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one.